Hi. Oh, that's not what the music is right now. Hi. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the wonderful world of Fontaine's music. What am I, why is this the voice that I decide? Hi, how's it going? Hello, everyone. With a side of tea. Friggin' tea. The T Archon. Wriothesley isn't the T Archon, but my goodness, every single, I can't talk right now. Grab tea. Every single opportunity that man got to bring up tea during Fontaine Act 4, it was just like, tea? Tea? Want some tea? You got some tea? Speech. Hello, welcome everyone. What's up, Jobster, Monday, Lair, Samu, Halcyon, Pavimog, Kawaii, Halcyon. I think I already greeted you, Nightwalker. I'm sorry, I just run through the Soy, Josie, Luna. What is going to happen, everyone? Prairie Maiden, Cabrilla. Hello, hello, Tim. Oh, that's me. Hello, Connery. Hi. What's the tea? Actually, I was gonna make tea, and for this stream, and for some reason didn't. So I was gonna do something, then I didn't. Cool story. It's a pretty cool story. How's everyone going? How's everyone going? How's everyone doing? What's going on, everyone? What's up, Eliza? Hello, everyone. Chilling. I'm glad that I figured that I correctly used the timestamp thing in Discord, where I can just input my local time and then it will autocorrect to wherever your time zone is. So whatever you read that message as, it's your time zone. I'll make sure that I clarify that in the future. I'll make sure that's clear that like when whatever time you're reading, that I clarify, hey, by the way, time you're reading right now, it's your time zone, not mine. So anyway, thanks Spides for letting me know that that app even exists. So anyways, okay. This, I mentioned this on the Discord like 20 minutes ago. So people who are in the Discord know what I'm fixing to say. But this account has not been free to play for a long time. I got welcomed in like episode 10, 11, something like that. I got welcomed a long time ago, and then someone gifted crystals, did a crystal whale for our Yelan fund way back, like episode 10 or 11, something like that. But for the past 130 episodes, I have had zero financial investment in this game. And look what it's gotten me. Look at all the memories, look at all the music, the experiences, the battles, and I have paid nothing for this. Not that. So I wailed, but only for $10. Dolphining. So I dolphined. I was looking at like I'm building. Frankly, I have a lot of characters that I want to build, but so many of them I just don't have the resources for them. And spreading resources too thin is a bad idea. I learned that very early on. So I did battle pass. I don't know if I'll do it again. Unless I find myself like really hurting for resources, like we're building a lot of characters or something like that. But I wanted your guys' input. Which weapon would be good for knowing my current roster? So let's back up to my roster real quick. I'll just go into party setup. Looking at my roster. Who Tao? What would be a pretty good weapon for people? Knowing like what people have, like the Wit Sith is being split between Wriothesley and Yenfei. Beto has the lick the blade. Shen has the lick the spear. Yelan has a Favonius warbow. Raiden's on the catch. Serpent Spine? Okay. It seems like Serpent Spine is probably a good, it seems like Serpent Spine is a pretty good, consensus, actually. It's a crit rate claymore as well. Ooh. That's pretty good, actually. You burnt your knuckles on hot... Bro. Please don't do that. Sacrificial Jade, good for Neuvillette. I don't have Jade though. I don't have Neuvillette though. Wait, are all of these crit... All of these are crit rate weapons. Ooh. I don't know why I said it like that. Okay, wait, every 4 seconds a character is on the field, they would do a 6% more damage and take 3% more, more damage. This has a maximum of 5 stacks, will not be reset if the character leaves the field. Wolffang is good on Farina, but she has a lot of good free options. Should I wait to see how my Farina pulls pan out? I could use talking stick. I don't have Dia yet, though. Small tear runs down my cheek. Because this lasts for the duration of the battle pass, right? So let's sleep on this, with Serpent Spine probably being what I'll go with. But we've got 11 days to decide on what I'll go with. Anyways, that being said, we are up here in Farina's chair for a reason. Because now we have a 10 pull. What purdy are we at? That's pretty cool. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 pity. Oh, excuse me. All right, we have a 10 pull on a Farina banner. And we're going to boop that 10 pull. Ugh. Getting back up there in pity, are we? Today, I plan on finishing Act 4, and then I think we're probably going to do Neuvillette's story quest as well. How long is his story quest? Hello, Chongers. Probably 2 hours. Okay. This is definitely doable. And I got dust out of that, which means I can buy one more on the glitter shop. Or I got dust, so I can buy in the glitter shop. I got another glitter, so that means I can buy in the glitter shop for intertwined pink fate. Yeah. Yeah. And let's roll once more on Farina. Damn. If I check the new event. Oh, the new event is safe for me to do. Isn't it? It's a not very farm. It's not a real adventure. This, correct? Invade the Fish Wrangler. Turbo Quarterly test run. I did all my test runs. This thing. Maybe we'll do that. How long does that go till? 11 days. Oh, okay. Maybe tomorrow? Potentially? Question mark? What is the exclamation on the fish? Wrangler points. Why did I not unlock the teleport over here? So want to do a round of fishing with me before we hop back into Act 4? There's also a wave rider over here I never got. Was this? Wait, no. How do I get over here? How do I? Oh, frick. All right, maybe we'll do that at the end of the stream. How much longer is left on the that? Oh, I took the boat from the harbor last time, didn't I? Very short left. Xiaozhou. Oh, 4 days. Okay. Well, okay. Let's finish up Act 4, then maybe we fish, then Neuvillette story quest. Okay, over here is the closest. How's everyone's plols going? Ah! Maybe I shouldn't play horror games. I'm gonna give myself a heart attack one of these days. Thank you. Who was that? I know. Every time I ask this, whale jump scare. Every time I ask this, everyone's like, I don't know who was it. It's a mystery who that was. Thank you. I'm gonna save these for. I'm gonna continue saving those for when we get back up to Farina's seat, though.
Something on your mind again?
Yeah.
Let's work through it together. 2 heads are better than 1.
Yeah, something is on my mind. Who keeps wailing? Whale. Oh, these bros.
That you guys are back?
Yeah.
Crystal! Macaroon!
You guys didn't get caught and thrown back down here, right?
Huh? No, not at all.
Ah, and here I thought you'd managed to escape from jail during all the commotion. I'd held you up as legendary jailbreakers, but now you're telling me you just never left?
We're sorry, but we just had some business to take care of.
How would you go about explaining that? Oh, by the way, you know those little, those monuments that are scattered all over Tevat? I can teleport from place to place in those. I can just traverse space-time and just appear here at any given time. They're like, what?
All right. There's no need to get caught up in the details. We're just relieved to see you. He was super worried about you, you know.
Hey, it wasn't just me. Weren't you super worried as well?
These guys are bros. They came and specifically sought us out when things were all going to hell, when the floodgates were breaking.
Something like that, yeah. I was also transferred to work in the kitchen a few days ago. I can still hear Quisto mumbling to the carrots. Are those two all right? Do you think they made it out alive?
I thought carrots was a euphemism for people new to the prison. He was mumbling to the carrots. He was talking to the carrots, I tell you.
Whenever he'd say that, I'd tell him I'm sure they're fine. Wherever they are, they're kicking back with drinks in hand, enjoying the lovely scenery.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with worrying about your prison pals. Is there? I mean, considering how they always love listening to all my gossip.
These two. They sure are a lot warmer and friendlier than when Paimon first met them.
Your meals will bring all the prisoners to the cafeteria.
Oh, well, if you say so. I'll be watching you to make sure you finish every last bite.
A little creepy on that last part, but okay. Every move you make. We'll go into the Riz Master's office. We'll go into the T headquarters. Last. Is the person we're supposed to talk to oh, it's Tishween over here. I thought the person we were supposed to talk to was Bran. Greetings. What can I do for you? I'd like a welcome here, please. Understood. Enjoy your meal. What are you doing in the back here? Another small.
Tishween!
A fellow small. The real gotcha.
Traveler! Paimon, you're back! Are you still doing alright? Did either of you get hurt?
Don't worry. We're both doing great.
We're fine, but what about you guys? It was such a huge mess. How bad was it? A few people sustained superficial injuries, but that's about the extent of the damage. Monsieur Neuvillette paid us a visit. It was all thanks to him that we managed to suppress the crisis for the time being. Of course, we must also thank you for the help you provided. How did Neuvillette know that he was needed here? Well, Miss sure Neuvillette has strong resonance with the hydro element. When the water level rises, he can feel the waves produced. I ran into the bombshell bros while bandaging the injuries of the wounded. They were mumbling the whole time about how you just ran down without a word. I'm so relieved to see that you're both alright. If you're not too pressed for time, please stay with us a few more days. Just let me know if you get a craving for any particular dish, so I can have Mr. Walsey get your meals prepared. Oh, and please feel free to visit the infirmary for a break at any time.
Please stay, like it's a bed and breakfast. Please stay at the prison for a little while longer, and if you need a break, come to the hospital.
I'd like to take the opportunity to spend some more time observing your facial muscles as well. Your happy smiles are quite contagious, you know. They're so memorable, and I've missed them immensely while you were gone.
Now I can never tell whether she's being calculating or genuine.
If you can find the time, please stay at the fortress for just a while longer.
Just a couple of smalls being small. Just a couple of smalls who are up to no good. Started making trouble. Where's this next one? Is it on this? Is it on this one? She swears it's for research. What's among us? Oh, are crab lords among us? There was a vent mentioned in this act. Who let this child in the prison? Who let this grandpa in the prison? Who let the almighty Narukami Ogosho, god of thunder, in the prison? I'm back.
Now guess, what suit will this next card be?
A bare teeth cat?
Well, well, look who it is.
Want some tea?
Traveler, Paimon.
Hello, everyone.
Looks like you're recovering nicely from an A.
Thanks to everyone's support. Oh, right. I managed to work up the courage to thank Miss Clorinde in person.
Whoa, how did she react?
She told me that it was nothing. It was as if saving a life wasn't a big deal to her at all. She also told me not to worry about it.
Well, she's a badass, so.
She didn't want to stress you out, that's all. She's right, and it's best not to dwell on it.
Yeah.
Okay, but check this out. We went back to the opera house and we met the knave.
You met Father? Did she say anything to you?
Oh, plenty. My goodness.
She said a few things that were, a bit hard to understand. And also that she's looking forward to working with us in the future.
Was a little surprising, TBH.
Her attitude towards you is even better than what we'd imagined. That's fantastic. You should believe her. She has her own way of doing things, and she'll do everything in her power to help those she considers close, which now might also include you.
Father is very capable and also trustworthy.
Oh, Paimon just remembered that she thought Lenny was a bit too proud as well. She said that you should learn how to rely on others sometimes.
Got it.
That does sound like something that Father would say.
Hey!
Roasted.
Are you going to stay here for the next few days?
Roasts like that hit harder when they're coming from someone like Frem.
Looks like it, yeah.
Excellent. I will host a tea.
Oh my!
For real? Then Paimon wants another serving of cake.
Another implies that you were already served some delicious cake while you were up there. How lovely. Well, next time, you're going to have tea and snacks with us.
I cannot! Roasted by a cryo! You and your tea. You Fontanians and your tea. My goodness. I was thinking about how the dynamic between this Archon, the dynamic between Archon and Harbinger is so much different here, because Farina is very clearly terrified of Arlecchino. She's not scared. She's not just scared. She's not like nervous around her. Farina's legitimately like terrified of her, and it makes sense because Arlecchino has that air of lethal precision, very powerful, and also 3 steps ahead of you. It's such a good, it's so well done in terms of like a villain that's intimidating, and the protagonist, the Archon, who understands how intimidating the Harbinger is. Because with Zhongli and between like Zhongli and Child, they were like kind of broing together a little bit, and Zhongli was also in on the whole plan with Raiden and Signora. The Shogun effortlessly murdered Signora after the duel. Even with Nahida and the Doctor, Nahida wasn't really intimidated by the Doctor. She knew the Doctor is more physically powerful, but she wasn't really intimidated by him, because she kind of knew that she could that she had bargaining chips, and that she could kind of, you know, she could negotiate with him. Even Venti and Signora, Venti was still quipping even while she was in the act of revoking his gnosis. So it's really interesting that this dynamic between Archon and Harbinger is much more villain and I don't want to call Farina a damsel in distress, but she seems much more helpless than the other ones. Much more helpless and much more scared. Why doesn't she get Raiden to kill her? You know, I wonder what the I've talked about this before, and we've kind of discussed it as well. What the relation between between all of the Archons is. You kind of get hints of that in their dialogue, that they all kind of have mutual respect for one another, or they very least. Oh, hey, a C6 Chongyun. C6 Chongers. I'll definitely use him. This is a small detail as well. Sorry to keep diverting, but both Shenhe and Chongyun, auntie and nephew, they both have almost identical vocal meter and rhythm and manner of speaking in their introduction.
My name is Changyu.
My name is Shenhe.
They say it like the exact same way. I thought that was interesting. I thought that was cool. Oh, it's the Tsundere couple.
Courier, Miss Sishwin told me you still haven't eaten.
Yeah, I was working on something, so I forgot.
That's no excuse for... Huh? What's you two?
She's like looking out for him, like, have you eaten yet, honey?
Junior, Lurby, we're back!
Hello there. It's been quite the mess here recently. How have you been?
We're fine, thanks.
And you? Are you still taking the secret passageway from the infirmary to work on the ship?
Yep. That is still top secret, though.
She says loudly.
So don't say a word to anyone.
It can be a bit annoying when there are lots of people in the infirmary, but I still prefer taking that route over the one from the Duke's office.
I mean, the infirmary does make it easier for you to slack off.
Oh yeah? Then why are you also here so much?
You two really are just using your jobs as a cover for your relationship, aren't you?
Not
at
all!
Aww. Adorable. I hate you both. I don't. Look at this thing. This is legitimately an arc. Like, this is his end of the world. Like, well, I really thought these were cabbages for a second. I really did. I don't know why. Okay, we're moving on. Tevat does mean ark in Hebrew? Nuts. Talk to Wriothesley. Is he upstairs? Yeah, he's upstairs. She got stuck on the top step. That's actually interesting. That Tevat means ark. As if all of the Tevat citizens are refugees from another realm or something. That's an interesting thing to think about. That's an interesting possibility. Not saying that's a theory that I have, but...
Do my eyes deceive me, or
Yes.
did I just see two inmates come back after making it to the surface? Some strange winds blowing of late.
You know, man, you don't have to be sus 24/7.
We wanted to see how the fortress is doing. Is everything still all right?
We're fine for the most part. Neuvillette came down and took care of the worst of it.
If
Yeah,
that's
he did.
the case, why don't you just ask him to stay here?
Oh, yeah, what a brilliant plan. Let's go convince the Udex himself to exchange the courts of Fontaine for a puddle of water in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work.
He came here in a hurry and left without even stopping for a cup of tea. He did remember to take Miss Sigewinne's gift with him, though.
Was it tea?
He sure sounds super busy.
Miss Clorinde has left as well. She also took her gift from Miss Sigewinne.
Were the gifts milkshakes?
What?
Neuvillette got the milkshake. Clorinde received lipstick instead.
Did I miss something about the milkshake? It's only been 24 hours. Am I missing something about the milkshake?
Those aren't even remotely alike.
Well, it's Neuvillette's own fault for making Sigewinne worried about his health by working so much. But besides that, our head nurse is still pretty fond of picking out beauty products for the ladies. Oh, and I have some gifts here for you as well.
Are these from Sigewinne too?
Nope, they're from yours truly.
It's tea.
You've already wrapped up your work at the fortress, so you can return to the surface at any time. You haven't yet served your full prison term, however, so you may continue to use your cell until your term is up.
For real? Then we could stay here for a really long time?
Is food still covered?
You may access the cafeteria for free.
Nice.
Hooray!
Just remember to come complete your paperwork once it's time for your release.
Interesting.
Your file can't be closed until we've completed your paperwork, so don't forget to come find me again when you're done serving your sentence.
Can watch Risley's trailer to see the milkshake? What do you mean by that? Are there any books in here? Got any books? Got any books for me? Or just tea? Got any books on tea? All right. Return to the dormitories to rest. I did not know you could get back there. I mean, there's no real reason to even get back there in the first place. Fodder facts. Oh, hey, this is a camera. Wait, hold on. That's a camera I can access. Colonel, I've hacked the mainframe. I found a liquor store and I drank it. What's the purpose of doing this? Okay. Oh, the time that the traveler served in Meripede was the exact same as the patch's duration, 42 days. Huh. That's cool. It's kind of like when they release stuff specifically on a character's birthday or something like that. Back to the dormitories. Dormitories.
We're back in our cell again. We're no longer prisoners, though, so it really doesn't feel the same.
Feels like we've regained our freedom. I can smell the winds of Mondstadt already.
Mm-hmm. Being free sure feels pretty special now.
Paimon, is there something you'd like to say?
Huh? How did you know?
Because you usually just immediately fall asleep.
Hey, that's not true.
Yes, it is.
All right. Okay, Paimon just wanted to say that we really are an amazing duo after all. It's like we've now gone to so many places together and become friends with so many people. We've never stopped traveling or stopped meeting new friends. There are so many bad things in the world, and we're just two people, but we've still been solving problems no matter where we go. Isn't that pretty cool?
We're the best adventurers ever.
You're counting Paimon today? Aren't you the only adventurer here?
Being a guide counts too.
Then let's ask Catherine to give Paimon an adventurer handbook as well. Paimon will also be an adventurer from today forward.
What do you think the rewards in Paimon's book would be? What do you think her quests would be?
Just our thoughts making Paimon giddy. Paimon's gonna crash, so you sleep soon too. The last time we fell asleep here, we woke up to a whole mess outside our cell. The primordial seawater nearly rose up. That was so scary. We should be safe now, right?
We'll be fine. Don't worry.
All right then. Good night to you, traveler.
Good night to you too, Paimon. Still finding the weasel. Rob a bank! Gather 200 mint, eat, murder her. Still bouncing on shrooms. Child's vision. Beautiful, horrifying. Oh my gosh, that's all that was left in Act 4. Oh wow. Holy crap. What a setup for the final act as well. Ooh. I like. And it gave me a wish. Neat. Run, it's Kokomi's father. You had to wait another 42 days after this. I keep forgetting that, like, I get to experience all of this instantaneously. Even Natlan, I'm going to be able to experience instantaneously the Archon quest and everything. Let's teleport back to that C6 Kokomi. Anyone have their C6 Kokomi? Oh, frick. I dribbled a little bit. I'm okay. I'm okay. Bro, what was I doing just now? Okay. Let's go pull again since we have some primos. Since we have some vishes. Yeah, next month we'll probably be in... there are a lot of quests to tidy up. But yeah, dude, Natlan is gonna come very soon. Because my whole plan is to, I would love to be able to walk into Snezhnaya at the same time you guys do. And frankly, gotta be honest, I would also love to be one of the first streamers in Snezhnaya as well. Like the second that that it drops, we're in. We're in. Colonel, I've hacked the mainframe. Fully operational Kokomi. Kokomi with full energy. Kokomi with positive crit ratio.
Glad to be working with you.
Are you?
All right, let's head off.
I complained about pulling you on banner, and I only use you to climb up to access a wishing spot for someone else's banner.
10 points for agility.
What wings would look good on him? I always try to pair characters with good wings. Those look decent, actually. The Xbox wings. Maybe I'll put those on him for now. Ooh, not you.
Quake! Rise!
Ooh, got it the first time. First try. I am doing my reputation quests like a good squirrel. He's rising.
Quake! Rise!
Quise.
Quake!
Are you running away?
Yes. Have this route almost on point now. Yeah, we've every time we wish for Farina banner, I come up here.
Time to go.
Crumble!
I'm okay. You're panicking, not me. And switch back to Archons. Wriothesley.
What is the situation?
I've been waiting for you for ages.
Putting Nahida in the chair again. Because she's probably the Archon that Farina would be the most comfortable spending time with. Oh, I could buy another one. What pity are we at? We're at 50, right? 51. Because we did a 10 pull and a single pull. So we're at 51 right now. Farina. Singles. Singles. Craft singles. Leda Farina. Leda Farini. Well, now she's definitely not coming home. Madam Archon, please. She just sees Arla in my roster. She's like, nope, 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 not hopping in yours. Not joining your team. Boop. Lady Ferrari. What car would we asked this before when I was playing Gran Turismo. What cars would characters drive? What car would Farina drive? That's a 4. Another freaking rain slasher? Another raining frick slasher? No, no, I didn't mean that. A beetle. I don't know if she's bougie enough for a Bugatti. Maybe. Actually, maybe. Maybe a Rolls. Maybe a Rolls Royce. She kind of has Rolls Royce energy. And one more. Oh. What's a French car? Peugeots are French, aren't they? Peugeots and what would Mavica? I don't see Mavica as a Harley Davidson person. I see Mavica as riding. Thank you. Again, I'm just assuming that you... I'm gonna say this again for people who weren't there. If it's between Crystalling me or getting a cup of coffee, bro, get the cup of coffee. Please. Take care of yourself, man. Thank you. It's child's whale. I don't see Mavuika as having a Harley Davidson because Harleys are a very specific... I'm a big motorcycle guy, but Harleys are a very specific kind of person. I see Mavuika as having like a Suzuki SV650. So still a V-twin, still that cool sound, but fast, you know? Or a Kawasaki Vulcan S. Lightweight, 60 horsepower, parallel twin, something like that, but a cruiser. Should I do a single and then a 10? Halcyon said. A blue Ferrari, maybe. Chauffeur Neuvillette. Oh, yeah. Farina would get chauffeured around by Neuvillette, and Neuvillette would probably be driving something like a Rolls. I just can see the two of them in like a Rolls Royce or something. Okay, I'll do a single and then a 10. So 1, boop. And then a 10. What a tease. What a tease. Man, what pity are we at now? Charlotte! Of the 3 4-stars that are on, of the 3 4-stars that are on banner right now, Charlotte is the one that I would like to build. Fontaine Yenfei, photographer Yenfei, and Dust. And did that give me enough? It did. Sorry, that was extremely loud. An intertwined, and oh, because that was a 10. I did a single and then a 10 pull. For some reason, I thought that 10 pull was my last wish. Farina banner. I've got 4. Was Charlotte the first cryo catalyst? Have we been over this? Every time you guys talk about that, I always wonder, are you guys just messing with me again? Wriothesley was the first one? Okay. Cause you guys say stuff like, man, I'm still waiting for the first cryo catalyst for the first hydro catalyst user. When we got Barb on like almost day 1. And I'm like, oh yeah, we haven't had a hydro catalyst. Wait a minute. Was Hazer the first male catalyst user? He was, wasn't he? I don't know why I always think Pun Man Sino. I don't know why I always think Sino is a catalyst user. I don't need another one of you, Chongin, but thank you. Thanks for stopping by. And that gave me another one, though. Keeping that addiction going. One more. One more! Just one more! Gah! I've got a standard as well. And Mika. I do not want to. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to manifest that. Manifest. What's in my. What's over here? Over here. Oh, my welfare mirror. Mirror. Luck that is easily obtained would not bring long-term happiness. Shut up. Nahidi, you can just sit in the chair. You don't have to. It was so rude, Genshin. Nahida flexing. She's like, I don't need no throne. Okay. Let's go over and fish. I'm gonna slowly go over and grab this teleport as well. Maybe a bit of a longer stream today, actually, because I still plan on doing Neuvillette story quest. So maybe another long one. Streams have been getting progressively longer as I'm deciding that I want to dedicate more. As I'm deciding that I want to dedicate more time to content creation and stuff, and try hard at this. Trying not to be a tryhard, but trying hard at this whole Where are we? Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. Never mind. No, I thought we were going the wrong direction for a second. Crab this
This is order.
There is no escape.
This is kind of a cool team, isn't it? Hello? Okay. And Farina, the 4th slot is for you. The 4th slot is for you. It's for you, Farina. We're only missing 1 Archon. I'm sorry, Venti. What do I do with this? Whoa. That's not what I thought was going to thought. Oh. Ooh, Scoob. Whoa. It's morbing. Other way. Go back up. Go back up. There we go. Puzzles! That tingle? I know what the voice line is. She says, but a momentary distraction. But I heard her say, but momentary destruction. Which somehow feels more fitting for A to say. A to say. What's this thing? Oh, it's just, oh, never mind. I saw the shiny for the sweet flower and thought this was some kind of fancy flower.
Shine down.
Gather.
Make yourselves at home. Make yourselves at home. I see everything.
Ha! Inazuma shines eternal.
I love her charge attack. When she's in the, oh, there's someone else. When she's in her burst.
There is no escape.
How much damage is this gonna do? 12,000. Not much. Five primos. What do you mean, What do you mean, eh? There it is. It's a teleport. There's an explodey barrel up there.
Shine down.
The Temple of Wisdom. Hey.
There is no escape.
Yes, there is. It's right here. Okay, what do we need to do with this? What do we do with a drunken sailor? What we do we do? The sound of the waves is very calming. They did a very good job with the They did a very good job with the wave sound effects. Oh, you pick these up? Why did I not know that? Okay, and then this other one probably, yeah, turns it the other way. Where am I directing it to? Over here. Oop. Oop. Oop.
Quake.
That's not what I thought I was gonna do. Oh! Sorry. Quaked. Okay, and then that one's going over here. Oh, this was in the way. That's interesting. Light that one up. Puzzles. That's a fun one. I like that. Come here.
Certainly worth the extra money.
Gabber! Cadaver! Which is what you're about to be. I love these characters, bro. Have I mentioned that? The characters are so good. Okay, fishing is just over here. Whoa, fishing is just over here. Did he just pick up a slime and throw it in the water? That one was just a chunk of dirt. Okay, that's just a chunk of dirt. He 100% had a pyro slime the first time.
I will have order. Stabilize.
No! How is this thing hot? How is this thing cryo?
Sharing my knowledge. Grow. Shine down.
Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh, bro.
Solidify.
This may fade a little. Torn to oblivion.
Oh. He's dead. He's dead!
Stabilize.
I need these crystals to buy blueprints for Fontaine weapons as well. Oh hey, my shield's not off cooldown. That's a fun fact.
Committed to memory.
Also, I missed that. Another fun fact.
There is no escape.
Raiden's not. Oh! I'm swimming. Come here. Come out of the water. Get out of the water. Nice. Was the electrocharged water activating the bloom cores? Swimming with the sharks. Oh, I didn't even read the tutorials for those. Oh, Raiden's E.
Illusion shattered.
The coordinated attack. Don't!
Solidify.
All right. Here is my user ID. Boop. Moo moo. Oh, did I miss a crystal? Hello?
What they say is true.
Hello.
You have to see the world for yourself.
Oh, we already got.
To appreciate how beautiful it is.
Oh, we already got a full team already. Hey, look, it's Farina! Navita's so small. What the frick? You can. The absolute chaos of you guys. She can go on water. Why did I not remember that? Did I just never go in the sky with her when I did her trial? How do I get into fishing, by the way? Okay, go fish. Wait, how do I start the fishing? How do I start fishing? You gotta talk to her. Oh my gosh, the chaos every time I go into this. The chaos that's happening behind screen. Send invite. One worth 5. Catching this fish will grant you 5 times the amount of. I didn't read that. Nahida going fishing with 2 Archons and Miss Hina. What? Miss Hina skin when? For no reason. I'm asking for a friend. You must understand. Please understand. Why did I fail that? Please understand, I'm asking for a friend. Oh, it's right here. Miss Hina skin. I was trying. I don't know what am I saying? I was trying to combine Miss Hina and skin, and that's a terrible idea. Why did I keep failing that one? Is this a medium? Oh, it's a medium. That's why. No, it's not. I've forgotten how to play video games. Are these guys large or medium? This is such fun music. No, it's a medium. No, it's a large. No, it's a large. What are you? What are those things? Oh my gosh, there's so many bros. So many bros. Okay, it's a large. Moo moo. I love the head pat music. Yay. Oh my gosh, did I perform the worst? Sir, do you have a fishing license? Why would I need something like that? Thank you. Okay, let's go ahead and head on to, reject. Let's go ahead and head on to the, Neuvillette's story quest. Thank you for fishing with me. Appreciate you. Where is that? What am I doing? Story quest. He's unlocked, right? Yeah, he's unlocked. There he is. Accept quest. Oh, this probably was locked behind Act 4, wasn't it? Also Wriothesley. I can't do Farinas yet? I wonder why. Neuvy. A familiar threat, aka me. Now, does this have focus mode? It does not have focus mode. And... Whoa, what? Oh my gosh! I didn't mean to cut you off, Paimon. Which team was this? Irrational.
Gonna be epic.
Put this team back together.
Who's our target this time?
Who should I take for Neuvillette's story quest? Why are you two in Law and Order? Oh, this has been my team for fighting Oceanid. Who's normally in here?
Behold, the Prinzessin der Verurteilung.
This is how it must be.
What mode? Nothing. Focus mode. Wriothesley? Nahida? Law and Order. And let's go to this teleport. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick, and then we will hop into Neuvillette's story quest. Quest story, let's. Do I have anything to give? I do. I have one. Okay. Achievements. Cataclysm's quickening. I did a quicken reaction. BRB. Doopity doopity. There we go. All right. What's in this? What's my notification here? Oh, claim the rewards, Connery. Boop. Probably go to his office, right? Where's the Melusine? There's the Melusine.
Wait, did I hear that right? Monsieur Neuvillette, are you sure you'd like to take over the case yourself?
That's right.
No, but why? Technically speaking, cases like this are better left to the guards. Neuvillette! Sabine! Hey there! What are you two talking about?
She's having a brain blast.
Ugh, Traveler in Paimon, please help me talk our Chief Justice out of this. He wants to investigate a case on his own. Now, this is completely unprecedented. How can we have the Udex acting like a private detective? Hmm?
Plan to break into a new industry? I can introduce you to some amazing detectives.
I trust that you'd be able to work that out with how well connected you are, but I must apologize. I do not plan on relying on anyone else's help for this matter.
So, what is it exactly? It sure sounds serious if it's something you've got to investigate personally.
A Melusine named Kiara received a threat letter.
And then?
That is all the information I have acquired at this stage.
That's all the reason he needs.
Huh? I have no idea why you're so hung up over this. I've checked the schedule in advance and it seems like there aren't any trials today. So, if you insist, I have no objections.
Thank you for understanding. I will leave a note explaining my absence on my desk. I would appreciate it if you could take it to Lady Farina. She may have no interest in official affairs, but standard procedure dictates that I'm still responsible for reporting to her.
Yes, understood. I'll come back later and deliver the note to her.
Skips away.
Judging from Sadine's reaction, it must be pretty rare for you to investigate stuff personally. What's so special about this case?
I cannot tell you just yet, but it reminded me of certain past events. There could be complicated conflicts of interest behind all this, so I must eliminate all risks in advance.
Conflicts of interest?
Come on, stop being so secretive. We still have no idea what's going on.
Oh, I should update the stream info.
It is not my intention to keep you in the dark, but I need some time to revisit those memories and collect my thoughts. Long story short, a little more than 400 years ago, I became the Iudex of Fontaine and initiated a series of institutional reforms. There were few people I could trust, but I had two subordinates who were exceptionally trustworthy and capable. Carol, a Melusine, and Vautrin, leader of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
They must have been amazing people to receive such high praise from you.
Indeed. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to protect them. The reforms damaged the interests of some, and the more conservative faction took advantage of Carol's identity to instigate political unrest. Ultimately, they wanted me to yield more of my power. The incident resulted in Carol taking her own life, and Vautrin being exiled. From then on, I've been especially careful when dealing with cases related to Melusines.
Sorry, my smile was on. I can tab into a smile. Kind of like this. And this. And this. Okay. You're concerned that you're the perpetrator's real target?
All Melusines used to live a secluded life away from human society. I granted their wishes when some of them, including Carol, asked me to bring them to the court of Fontaine. Many common folk believe that I share a special bond with the Melusines, and whatever they do can be traced back to me. Some of them, especially those who hold a grudge against me, exploit that belief and stir up conflict over Melusines in an attempt to lay the blame on me. I have nothing against the opinions of others, but the moment a whirlpool of conspiracy forms, it inevitably affects the innocent. It has already happened once, and I want to make sure it does not happen again.
Even so, why do you have to be the one investigating?
Because it's personal.
There's the guards, the Maréchaussée Phantom, and the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. Aren't they more than enough to figure out what's going on?
Based on prior experience, there is a high chance that those who hold hostility towards me do not belong to the same department. The political system of Fontaine is relatively complex and involves the interests of multiple different factions. However, since I am technically an outsider in Fontaine, a lot of trouble could be avoided if I personally took on the case.
Outsider? But aren't you the Chief Justice of Fontaine? Why would you be an outsider?
I understand where you are coming from, but there is not necessarily a connection between my responsibilities and how I perceive myself. You know very well about my true identity, and have even met others of my kind in other nations.
The Hydro Dragon Sovereign.
Even though I was born with a human form, there is a fundamental difference between dragons and humans. Taking on the role of Chief Justice does not make me a part of this community. In fact, the status I was granted has prevented me from forming deeper bonds with others. I have lived in Fontaine for a long time, but I do not belong here. That is why I call myself an outsider. A fish out of water.
You mean a dragon out of dragon spine? Nope. Well, if you put it that way, we're also outsiders to Fontaine and all of Tevat.
Yeah, we have nothing to do with all those organizations anyway. So how about we come with you on your investigation? Let's team up and round up all the bad guys lurking in the dark.
That does not sound like a bad idea. I rarely investigate cases on my own, but with professionals like you around, I'm sure it will go a lot smoother.
Aw, thanks.
Oh, Paimon's starting to get a little embarrassed. Just leave it to us.
I will write my note of absence right away. Let us depart together once I'm done. Let us go.
What kind of handwriting
We should
do you think
visit
he has?
Kiara first and try to gain a better understanding of the situation.
Think he writes like a doctor? The doctor.
Neuvillette feels like he doesn't truly belong here in Fontaine, but is that really true? Paimon feels like he has a kind of skewed perspective on a lot of things. Anyway, let's catch up with him first.
The remains of the past day.
Paimon's been thinking. You called yourself a fish out of water, right? But since you're the Hydro Dragon, would a dragon out of water suit you better?
Thank you for your suggestion. I will consider using the more accurate term in private occasions. Please allow me to rephrase. As a dragon out of water.
Ugh. That sounds kind of weird. Let's stick with the previous version instead.
Yenfei's like, so Neuvillette, did you know that sometimes the law can be both a help and a hindrance? Thank you for stopping by, Meru. Appreciate you. Okay, we're still in the city. I love this game's music. Oh, there she. Oh, it's another small. What the frick? There's another dog in a dress over there.
The weather's amazing today.
Kiara.
Huh? Monsieur Neuvillette! And you are? Oh, I remember. You're the Traveler and Paimon. I've heard about you. Aw, she's adorable. Hey there, it's nice to meet you. Thanks for the compliment. Is there anything I can do for you?
I heard from Sidine that you received a threatening letter.
A threatening letter? Oh, right. I remember now.
How did that slip your mind?
The letter fell through the crack in my door as I was heading out this morning. It said something about catching me, so I thought someone wanted to play hide and seek.
Oh boy.
But Sidine told me it was a threatening letter, and that I could be in danger. But that's not gonna happen with everyone looking after me, right?
Have you run into any suspicious-looking people recently?
Suspicious-looking people? What counts as suspicious?
Someone who follows you from behind. Someone who always strikes up a. Someone who follows you.
Did you think of something? Nope. I don't remember meeting anyone like that.
Do you still have the letter with you? I want you to show me what it says.
Oh, let's see. Found it.
It says. Blah, 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 blah.
Now then, get lost. If you don't leave the Maréchaussée Phantom, I will come and catch you in person. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Hide and seek.
A simple threat. Neither the handwriting nor the content itself reveals anything about the writer's intentions.
Are they concealing their identity on purpose? Probably.
We can't rule out that possibility. Since you can't think of anyone suspicious, I will be heading back to the Palais Mermonia to review some official documents. Kiara, you should come with us. It's safer if you stay close by.
Sure. Wait, no. I still have a case to work on. I promised Alof that I'd check on her place later.
But you are being watched right now. Going off on your own could be dangerous.
And that's where we come in to help. We'll stay with Kiara and make sure she's safe. With us around, anyone scheming to hurt Kiara can forget about it!
Thank you, Traveler. Big Sis Paimon.
Aw, Big Sis Paimon.
Don't worry, your Big Sis Paimon is super strong!
All right, let us go our separate ways for now. Please take care of Kiara.
Will do.
We'll take her to a lost place right away! See you around!
Secret paparazzi.
How old are you?
Let me think. 1, 2, 10? I can't remember. But I remember coming to the court of Fontaine with Carol and Neuvillette. That must have been a long time ago.
Oh, 400 plus years.
Carol? Didn't Neuvillette mention her just now? That was more than 400 years ago! Why would Paimon be a big sister to you?
My memory isn't that good. But Carol told me I could address others based on how I feel about them. Paimon feels a lot more grown up than me, so you're a big sis.
Does she?
Paimon sees. Hey, Traveler, did you hear that?
Who? Someone sniping us.
Strange. Paimon felt like someone was following us.
Is that just Charlotte? I saw a red hat.
Olaf!
Kiara, you're here. Huh? Wait, aren't these two...
Impeccably handsome? Yes, you're correct.
Oh, they're the Traveler and Big Sis Paimon.
I thought so. What brings you here?
We're on a secret mission.
All right. Guess I shouldn't have asked.
May I begin inspecting the store as planned?
Of course. Go ahead.
She's really looking.
No hazards detected. You've cleared the inspection. Seems like the criminal from that case last month never set foot in here at all.
That was quick. What were you inspecting?
I took a look around the shop. Neuvillette says that us Melazines have special eyes that can see things people can't. Things like bloodstains. No matter how hard you try to clean them up, we Melazines can see their residual stains for some time. Pretty cool, huh?
What a horrible superpower.
All right. Now that you're done inspecting, can we have a chat? Hear me out. I'm planning to release an outfit for children next month and wanted to hire you as my model. Is that okay with you?
Of course! Is there anything I need to do?
Please wait a moment while I take your measurements. The sample should be a perfect fit.
Seems like they get along really well. Huh? What are you looking at?
I think there's someone over there.
Is there really someone watching us? Shh! Let's sneak over and take a look.
It is a chocolate.
Strange. Why isn't he back yet?
Why you spying on me, Charlotte?
Gotcha!
Oh, did that bird just fall?
Charlotte, what are you doing here? Oh, wait, don't tell Paimon you're the one who sent Kiara that threatening letter. But you don't seem like the type to...
Threat letter? What threat letter?
What are you doing here?
This is starting to feel like an interrogation.
Maybe it is.
Okay, I'll be straight with you. I don't know the slightest thing about that threat letter you mentioned. I only wanted to follow Monsieur Neuvillette and request an interview with him.
You want to interview him?
That's right. I'm not the only one, you know. Interviewing him is every journalist's dream. But it's not an easy task to accomplish. The Palais Mermonia rarely accepts appointment requests from us, and we never have the chance to interrupt when the court's in session. So imagine how surprised I was seeing him out on the streets today. It seemed like you were investigating something too. The perfect opportunity to whip up an exclusive, don't you think? Of course, I'll make sure to turn in my manuscript to him for review. I have my principles, and I'd never publish an article without the consent of all parties involved.
I think it's better if we kept this a secret.
Yeah, we're doing a secret investigation that can't be made public knowledge.
That's what you want to tell a journalist.
I see. Well, if you say so, I guess I'll put this matter aside for now. What a shame. Chances like this don't come by very often, you know. In exchange, could you tell me what the threat letter is about? I swear I won't tell.
All right, then.
Tell Charlotte about the letter Kiara received.
What? Someone's targeting a cute little Melusine?
Shh, not so loud.
It just so happens that I did an interview with Kiara. Last month, in fact. It was well received by our readers, so I was planning to continue the series. And now someone's coming after her? I'll ask my colleagues about it. Who knows? We might find something. And don't worry, I know what I'm doing. This secret's safe with me. But I gotta warn you, even if I keep my lips sealed, others will know eventually.
Why?
People care a great deal about Monsieur Neuvillette's each and every move. Some may have already realized that something was up. Besides, the case involves Melusines, so... Anyway, I'll get going now. Watch yourselves, all right?
Bye.
Well, that was a nice chat. Let's head back and check on Kiara.
Huh. Why is Clorinde here?
What do you think? The design looks pretty good, huh?
I think it's great.
Huh. It's very pretty indeed.
Clorinde, what are you doing here? It seems that you just showed up out of nowhere.
As I passed by the Palais Mermonia, I heard that Neuvillette was investigating a case with you.
Does everyone know already?
Technically speaking, he and I are under an employer-employee relationship. It didn't feel right to have my employer personally take on such trivial cases. I happened to have some time at the moment, and came to take a look. I sometimes have my clothes custom-made at this boutique, in any case, so we always have a lot to talk about.
Oh, Neuvillette sure is lucky to have someone like you.
Leave this to me. You should go meet up with Neuvillette.
Okay then, we'll leave Kiara in your hands. Come on, let's go find Neuvillette. How has your work been recently?
Same as usual. My schedule normally isn't too packed, so I have plenty of time for myself.
Ooh, then shall we go out to play? How about a beach vacation, like last time? I've even signed up as a volunteer lifeguard. I'm really good at swimming, so I'm sure I can help.
You're from the sea. What were we doing? So that's the tailor to go to for strong buttons. So Yenfei is almost one Melusine tall, isn't she? Like, look how close in height she is to Sadine. Hello.
Oh, you're back. Is everything all right?
We ran into Clorinde. She offered to help us protect Kiara.
That is good to hear. I trust her abilities. It looks like Kiara is in good hands.
We thought so too. Well, did you find any leads?
I've been looking over the case records, specifically inspection reports submitted by Kiara and major cases I've judged over the past decade. I've come up with two plans. On one hand, I could start with Kiara and track down the group behind all this step by step. On the other, I could also analyze the conflicting interests of these major cases and confirm my suspicions if there is indeed a mysterious group that bears a grudge against me.
They both sound like pretty solid plans, but can you really finish browsing through all these documents? That's a lot of reading, even for Paimon.
Don't worry. I'm a fast reader when it comes to official documents.
Makes sense.
After all, I have several hundred years of reviewing under my belt.
Well, you read through them. We have nothing else to do.
Thank you. I will continue looking through the ones piled up on the desk, but feel free to browse through anything else in this room.
Find sister, read legal documents. Find sister, read legal documents. You've got nothing else to do. About Wriothesley. The defendant, Wriothesley, has confessed to his crimes and was declared guilty by Iudex Neuvillette. Wriothesley will be exiled to the fortress of Meripede, where he will be serving his sentence. During the trial, Neuvillette reigned silent for a long time. About the bribery case. There has been a severe bribery scandal within the guards. The Special Security and Surveillance Patrol has investigated the case. All suspects involved have been arrested. The suspects have confessed to their crimes. Representative Council's proposal. The Representative Council has filed a request to collaborate with the Marechaussee Phantom on certain public events. Based on research, they believe that Melusines can enhance the popularity of these events. The Marechaussee Phantom has yet to respond. However, it has not prohibited the Melusines from participating in such activities. Smuggling case. The smuggling case was solved by the joint forces of the guards and Marechaussee Phantom. The principal offenders have received judgment based on the severity of their crimes. Please refer to the appendix for the list of names. Who's on that list of names, do you reckon? About the Spina di Rosula. Callus, boss of the Spina di Rosula, was defeated in the duel and died of serious injuries. The defense of his honor has now come to a close. The defendant did not raise any objections throughout the trial. Iudex Neuvillette reserved judgment for this in this case. The details are still under investigation. He stole tea.
Have you made any progress?
We skipped through some of them, but there wasn't anything useful. Oh, there's so many documents lying around. Just how many cases have you handled?
I would love to answer that question, but the truth is I've never made a precise calculation myself. If memory serves me right, there should be at least 100,000 cases.
Great.
The documents you see are just a small fraction of what's really there.
Whoa, that's a lot. Looks like the work of a Chief Justice isn't easy at all.
That might be how it seems from another's perspective, but trials and official duties are, to me, simply routine. There are many documents here. Take a break if you are tired.
You read Paimon's mind.
All right. Let us take a break then.
I'm gonna go chill on your fancy couch over there.
Even though resting is a part of taking a break, shouldn't we at least talk about something? All this silence is making Paimon feel really awkward.
Please pardon my lack of consideration. People rarely come to the Palais Memonia for matters outside of work. To be quite honest, I am not sure what we should do.
Do you play video games?
Would you like to have some drinks, perhaps? You must be thirsty after all that work.
Would you like to have some water?
Ooh, drinks! Thank you! Paimon wonders what Neuvillette likes to drink. Oh, maybe he's a fan of really fancy wines.
Is it tea?
He seems like the type of person who'd own an entire winery. You know, like T-Luke.
Several exquisite wine glasses.
What's inside these glasses? It looks just like water.
It's primordial seawater.
An astute observation. It is indeed water.
Water. Oh, that's from his idol animation.
So it's just plain old water?
What did you think it was?
Since you're the Chief Justice and all, Paimon thought you'd prefer something more sophisticated.
Paimon, you don't just walk into the man's office and insult his choice, his tastes.
This water is indeed very special. It would not be an overstatement to call it sophisticated.
Huh?
I believe you've already tried Fonta. In fact, there are many other drink factories in Fontaine, including those that specialize in packaging pure drinking water. Said water is sourced from all across Tevat, including Mondstadt's Cider Lake, Liyue's Chintsa village, and Inazuma's Konda village.
I've swam and peed in all of those bodies of water.
Here is one of their latest products. Water from Sumeru's Apam Woods.
Is there any difference?
If I were to comment on their mouthfeel, the waters of Cider Lake warm the heart. The waters of Chintsa village have a poignant touch, while one might call the waters of Konda village placid. Distinct differences exist between the waters of each area. You will appreciate their intricacies once you taste them carefully.
Really? Let Paimon try!
Oh my gosh, that's a Paimon drinking animation.
What do you think?
Nope. Paimon couldn't taste any difference at all. Isn't this just normal water?
How regrettable. It seems like you still have a long way to go in refining your tastes.
That's a very Zhongli thing to say, Neuvillette.
Hey, this doesn't have to do with refining our taste. Paimon's pretty sure most ordinary people can't tell the difference. How did you do it anyway? Oh, could it be because you're the Hydro Dragon?
Could be the case.
We are allowed to bring that up, right? Since no one else is around? Oh, Paimon's been wanting to ask this for ages. If you're the Hydro Dragon, why would you become Chief Justice in human society?
Not Mizuki's bathhouse water. Wet socks water.
Sorry. Paimon was just curious. You don't have to answer.
There's nothing to hide. I was simply organizing my thoughts. I accepted this position because I wanted to seek out answers to questions that have perplexed me.
Questions? Are there really things you can't figure out?
Many, in fact. But the one question that puzzles me the most concerns my own existence.
Oof.
In essence, I neither know why I was born in this form, nor do I understand where my long life should take me. I lost many memories from the moment I was born. The primordial sea, for example. I can only vaguely recall its connection to me, but I am unaware of what that connection is exactly.
Is there anyone who can answer those questions?
Perhaps the elemental dragons of other nations may have some form of an answer. However, they are scattered across all of Tevat. Abruptly visiting could very well pose an unpredictable risk.
Just wander into the desert and, hey, Pep, got a question for you.
True. Some of them have very unique personalities, too.
I have been holding on to these unanswered questions for a long time. But there is one thing I've discovered along the way. My emotions easily resonate with those of others. Even I don't have the slightest idea what they mean. My guess would be that there are at least some similarities between humans and myself. By observing their behavior, perhaps I could one day understand the meaning of my existence.
I see.
Have you made any progress then?
Perhaps, but I find such progress difficult to describe. As an outsider, chances to engage in meaningful interactions with others are few and far between. That's why I'm quite thankful for this chat. Such opportunities are rare. Alas, time is limited. We should move on with our investigation.
Are we gonna continue reading these documents? Paimon's getting dizzy already.
I wasn't able to find any leads even after browsing through most of the documents. But while we were on the topic of water a moment ago, another idea came to me.
Water? Do you mean...
Fountain of Lucine? Lucine?
That's right. The Fountain of Lucine is where all of Fontaine's waters converge. It is the vessel of countless memories and emotions. If there really were an organization attempting to use Melusines against me, they should also hold an intense resentment towards me. Perhaps we'll be able to find some new leads by sensing the hydro element within the fountain.
Huh. Why didn't Paimon think of that? Come on, let's go take a look.
Perhaps we should go. There shouldn't be too many people near the Fountain of Lucine during the evening.
Fountain of Lumine.
Order guide you.
Who all saw the short that I uploaded last night? It's just too easy to make him a little gremlin running around in retirement, just being a menace. Drink some water. This water tastes like... Oh, I forgot we're going over the fountain. For some reason, thought that we were outside of the opera. Melusines and Fontaine are effectively secret police who are above the law and answer solely to Neuvillette. Old man. Old man being a menace.
Are they headed towards the Fountain of Lucine?
No. Wow, there's no one here.
I probably shouldn't disturb them. I wonder what's going on.
Looks like we got lucky today. There's hardly anyone around.
What should we do next? Oh, Traveler, can you still hear the voices from the fountain?
Should I drink more primordial seawater? Do you have any in your pocket?
Perhaps leave the investigation to me. I need you to take a few steps back and keep a safe distance.
A safe distance? Neuvillette, what exactly are you? Whoa, it's glowing!
Oh my gosh. Bright. As the Fountain of Lucine lights up, a wave of dizziness washes over you. My monitor just auto-adjusted to how bright that was. What just happened? Everything looks a little whoa. Looks a little different than how they normally... I should continue forward and take a look around. Did he just throw us in the past? Are we in an old-time movie? Whoa, 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 whoa. It's Neuvillette and Carol.
Thank you for bringing us here, Monsieur Neuvillette. The court of Fontaine is truly incredible. There's so many things I've never seen or heard before.
I understand your excitement, but there's no need to thank me. Although I have responded to your wishes, it was not without personal interest. Melusine's special sight make them especially suited for joining the Maréchaussée Phantom. I'm certain you'll become an indispensable part of Fontaine's detective force.
I know, but I'm really glad to be of help. Not only can I repay you for your kindness, but also, it feels like my life has become a lot more meaningful.
But a meaningful life also comes with its risks.
It's definitely the safest to just stay in the village, but I want to see the outside world nonetheless. In truth, I've never really understood the purpose of my existence, or what I'm capable of contributing to this world. For almost 20 years, we've stayed in our village without finding any answers. That's why we wanted to leave our village and look for the meaning of our existence elsewhere.
I understand your confusion. In fact, I feel the same way. I too came here for an answer to my questions about my own existence.
Really? Could you tell us what we should do to fit in as you did? The truth is, many people threw rocks at us today and told us to go back to our village. It hurt a lot when they hit me in the head, and I tried really hard not to cry.
Logically speaking, both time and effort are essential when different species attempt to peacefully coexist. It will be a difficult road ahead, with countless obstacles to overcome. Different identities and ways of thinking all contribute to strengthening the barrier between one another. Removing it will be no easy feat. There aren't many suggestions I can share, because just like you, I haven't fully integrated into this society. Despite my social status, I am still an outsider.
Oh, I see. Let's all do our best then. I'm confident that we'll find the meaning of our existence one day.
I believe in you, but you shouldn't lose sight of the difficulties ahead. If you run into any trouble, I suggest that you inform Vautrin, the captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
Huh? Is he the person I met in the Palais Marmonia earlier?
Yes? Do you have any concerns?
That stone-faced human. He didn't even bother to look at me when I tried talking to him. It felt like he wasn't interested in anything but work.
He is an earnest man. There will be plenty of opportunities to work together in the future, so please try to get along.
Going through his memories? Oh, I can't open the map. Cause I was kind of thinking the same thing, Silent Death. Like, could we see like a temporary map of old Tevat?
Hello. Can I help with anything?
Thanks, but no need.
Oh. Hello. I'm Carol, a Melusine. Is there anything you need help with?
Get away from here! I'm calling the guards.
Please, calm down. I don't mean to cause any harm.
Hard to say.
Yeah, we should probably stay away from these monsters. Haven't you realized? Strange incidents have been increasing ever since they came.
I'm gonna feed all three of you to Paimon.
Why should we trust this species from who knows where anyway? I can't believe Neuvillette allowed them into the court of Fontaine just like that.
Is this? Wasn't there something else? Wasn't there another something else thematically, where like Fontaine, where Tevat citizens were hyper speciesist?
Exactly. That so-called Chief Justice even granted them official positions. Not only that, but they're now responsible for investigating cases as well. I swear, there's some hidden agenda at play here.
Go away! Quit acting innocent!
I'm not leaving. I won't let you say bad stuff about him. We joined the Maréchaussée Phantom and solved lots and lots of cases. We've never done anything wrong.
Solving cases? With Neuvillette in cahoots with you? You could have fabricated it all, and no one would know. So tell me, how can you guarantee that you Melusines aren't involved in anything that occurred recently?
Didn't I tell you before? Don't go advertising if you're not a good talker.
Vautrin?
Aside from spreading unjustified rumors, if you continue insulting members of the Maréchaussée Phantom, the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol has every right to subject you to interrogation.
Yeah, so shut the fuck up.
There have indeed been an increase in cases recently, perhaps due to the shifting currents of conspiracy, and I understand your concern. However, there's been no evidence pointing towards Melusines being involved.
Even the captain of the security patrol is on their side. Neuvillette's newly reformed police force is already corrupt to the core.
How can two completely different species possibly coexist?
All right, they're beyond saving. Throw them into the...
You heard that?
Yeah. I don't understand. Why won't anyone believe us?
There have been rumors saying that you were born from calamity, and that you inherently bring danger to those around you. There are countless negative rumors about you floating around in Fontaine. It's near impossible for you to become a part of this society. Best if you give up before it's too late.
Monsieur Neuvillette said that we needed to put both time and effort in. I don't know how long it'll take, but I can at least try making my best effort. I still want to try a little harder. Thank you for bailing me out earlier. Okay, I won't be taking any more of your time. I painted a lot of flyers last night, so I have to stay and hand them out to everyone.
Give them to me.
You're not gonna take them away, right?
We'll hand them out together. The faster we get this done, the sooner we can head back.
So we're not only going through... Ow! So we're not only going through Neuvillette's memories. I thought it was just purely his memories. This is where the guillotine is normally. Isn't it? Yeah. No. Okay, there's the fountains. Okay, no. All of this is still kind of the same. Or it's still very similar. There's the waypoint.
Monsieur Neuvillette, what's this?
Medals of Peace, awarded to you and Vautrin. Thank you for your continued dedication in the past 5 years. You've taken one small step forward in helping Melusines gain the trust of humans.
I think I'll pass.
Hey, don't say that. We wouldn't have made it this far without you. It won't be long before Melusines begin living peacefully with the humans. Just the thought of it makes me happy.
Don't keep your hopes up. We've barely scratched the surface. There's still a long way to go before that dream of yours comes true.
Ugh, you blockhead! Don't ruin the mood!
Vautrin brings up a good point. The trust humans have placed in you is still very fragile. Any small incident could undermine the hard work you've put in. Please be on your guard for the next few days.
Yes, sir.
Okay, got it.
Medal of Peace? Peace isn't going to give us back what's rightfully ours.
I'll skin you alive.
Are you sure we should do this? We're no match for Neuvillette, even with all our powers combined. What if...
Nah, not gonna happen. As long as he remains in his position, there's no chance he'd take us out personally. There are rules even he must comply with in the political sphere. Unless he wants to become an enemy of Fontaine. So quit worrying and just go ahead with it. I've already planned out the murder. Once we lay the blame on the Melusines as the person who brought them to the court of Fontaine, Neuvillette will be left with no excuse.
I guess you're right. Ugh. If he just left things the way they were, it never would have come to this. But he's forced our hand. Time to teach him a lesson.
You know, if you have to fake something in order to prove your point might not be that valid. Hot take.
Turn the murderer in!
Melusines can't be trusted! That goes for Neuvillette, too!
Man, what happened that turned the tide of this? Because this seems like irreparable social damage. And obviously nowadays the Melusines and humans do live in pretty pretty good company. So what happened to turn the tide of all of this?
Peaceful coexistence? What a joke. Get out of the court of Fontaine and don't ever come back.
Like, what turned this shit show around for the better?
The results of the investigation are in, Captain Vautrin.
Go on.
There is no direct evidence, but reasonable inference indicates that the ones controlling the situation are supporters of the old regime, whose interests have been undermined by the reform. They tricked Miss Carroll into going to the crime scene and pressed charges against her. After that, they incited panic among the people in order to make Monsieur Neuvillette confess to his mistakes and yield up power. The guards were stopped by the enraged mob and couldn't intervene in time. Miss Carroll chose to sacrifice herself to pacify the situation.
And she called me a blockhead. A little investigation would have cleared things up. Why didn't she wait until we'd established the truth? She didn't have to prove her innocence like that.
The situation had rapidly escalated to a physical altercation between infuriated citizens and the guards. Miss Carroll might have thought there was no better plan.
That is indeed something she'd do.
Captain Vautrin, should I present these results to Monsieur Neuvillette right away?
There's no need. Notify the guards to restrict public access to all information.
Restrict access to... Wait, are you planning to...
There's something I've never told Carol. I had a little sister named Ilaria who passed away when I was very young. She's just like Carol in every possible way. Innocent, kind, always believing the best of people. People like her are the most vulnerable to deception and betrayal. From the moment I met Carol, I knew that she'd be easily manipulated by others. I kept a cold demeanor and tried lecturing her into giving up.
Looks like she was unfazed by that.
Yes. In fact, some of her spirit must have rubbed off on me instead. Because I too began working towards that pie-in-the-sky dream of hers. I should have known. Those cowards don't have the guts to confront Neuvillette. They even avoided causing trouble for me. They were after Carol all along. Can you understand how I feel? Right now, there's only one thought on my mind. Only through bloodshed can their debt be repaid.
I understand, but I'm certain Monsieur Neuvillette wouldn't accept that as a solution.
That's exactly why we need to keep this a secret. Give me the list of suspects. What happens after this has nothing to do with any of you. I will take responsibility for everything.
I mean, I told that guy that I'd skin him alive. Seems like... Leave. Unless, is this a different floor to the upper epic class and announcement chamber to the upper epic class? Fantastical magnificence of the great clockwork Capelia. That's the boss over there. Spiritual sequel, Pygmalion and the Mirror will soon take the stage. Is this the same? Deemed illegal activities. Ordo's secret treasure? Leave. Probably the same.
Did you know? They're hearing a major case today, and the criminal is Captain Vautrin of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. Apparently, he resorted to personal measures to seek revenge for Carol and settled the score with the group that framed his friend. Hey, why aren't you saying anything?
I'm thinking... we should try our best to bail him out when the trial commences.
Bail him out? Why?
Shh, keep it down. Haven't you realized? Both Vautrin and Carol are Neuvillette's most trusted subordinates. After everything that happened to Carol, Neuvillette's guaranteed to do everything he can to keep Vautrin around. Besides, now that the old regime has been uprooted, Neuvillette's status is secure as can be. As long as we redirect public opinion, Neuvillette will be able to give Vautrin a reprieve. The benefits are endless.
Raucous commotion.
Vautrin sought vengeance for his friend for a valid cause. This represents the justice he upholds. Please think about it. If the same thing had happened to you, wouldn't you feel the same way he did?
Yeah, that's right!
This whole thing started because of those despicable cowards who levied false accusations against Carol. How could Vautrin be declared guilty for seeking revenge?
Monsieur Neuvillette.
Mr. Vautrin is innocent! He's innocent!
Order! I acknowledge your arguments. Vautrin, your revenge could be seen as a form of justice. I understand your decision, which is why I cannot help but feel regret and even grief about the judgment I must now impose. Personal justice does not equate to justice as defined by the law. To execute your plan for revenge, you abused your authority and conducted informal executions. Your actions have thus violated the law. Therefore, you will be declared guilty.
But will the Oh no, it won't, because Neuvillette said that with Child's case, it was the first time that the Oratrice disagreed with him.
What?
That can't be! Monsieur Neuvillette, please give this a little more thought. He has done so much for Fontaine.
Vautrin, my friend, is there anything else you want to say?
Neuvillette, what have I done to deserve this? I've closely followed every one of your orders. Can't you see? Everyone in this room believes that I'm innocent. Why can't you just let me off? Is this what justice means to you? Answer me, Neuvillette!
Order. Since there have been no further objections, the Oratrice will now deliver the final verdict regarding the charges against Mr. Vautrin. According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, Mr. Vautrin will be declared guilty.
Damn.
Goodbye, Monsieur Neuvillette.
And you can tell even with I was thinking the exact same thing. The VAs did. So you can tell how conflicted Neuvillette was. He was trying to stay consistent to what the law says, even though it's like a Batman vigilante thing. It's like a Batman and Gordon thing.
This all happened because of Carol's naive ideas.
How can different species peacefully coexist anyway?
Well, I wasn't prepared for Feel's impact today.
Hey, stop spacing out! What's wrong? Are you not feeling well?
What was that?
Apologies, it seems like my memories got the better of me. I tried my best to suppress the power of Hydro within myself, but it seems like it still caused the emotions within the fountain of Lucine to boil over.
I wonder if it was so strong for Ether to sense it because we combined his power with the power of where all the water converges. Like these two power sources together is what made it hit him so hard.
Due to my negligence, the overflow of emotions and memories must have affected you as well. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
Wow. The Hydro Dragon is more powerful than Paimon thought. Anyways, the last time we came here, the Traveler only heard voices from the Fountain of Lucine. No emotions boiling over or anything.
It is as you said. This might be because I am different. It is not only the fountain. I can sense emotions from all waters in Fontaine. Rivers, lakes, and even the rain.
That sounds awesome!
But I rarely ever do anything like this. Emotions carried by water are always chaotic and disconnected. As an outsider, having my mind occupied with irrelevant memories isn't exactly a pleasant experience.
Memories I saw were related to you.
Which ones?
From when you brought Carol to the court of Fontaine to when you declared Vautrin guilty.
It's fine. I prefer not to speak of those memories. That does not mean I am deliberately hiding them.
That makes sense. That's a very in-character thing for him to do.
It was a coincidence, but perhaps it is a good thing that you saw everything in that form. You should now understand why I believe there to be a conspiracy behind all this. These two cases are much too similar. I felt like I needed to do something.
And that's why he said that this has happened before and he won't let it happen again.
Paimon's starting to lose track of what you're saying. Don't leave Paimon out of the conversation. Paimon wants to help too.
Okay, you want to put on the VR goggles and see what I just saw?
Then let us get back to the point. While I was investigating the fountain, I discovered something strange. I did not sense too much hatred towards me within its accumulated emotions. I don't know what caused this to happen, but it seems like there won't be a shortcut to finding the organization that may be pulling the strings here. However, I did find some resentment directed towards Kiara. If I remember correctly, it seemed to be related to a smuggling case.
Oh, didn't we read about that in one of the documents?
You've read about it? In that case, the resentment should have come from that incident.
Huh? What are you doing here?
What up?
I was just about to look for you at the Palais Mermonia.
Navia, nice to see you again. Is there something we can help with?
I've heard some things, but I'm not purposely asking around or anything. Don't worry. Rumors are abroad that someone's scheming against Melusines, and that you're investigating the case. So I told the Spina di Rosula to keep an eye out for leads. We've had unfamiliar faces showing themselves at the Fleuve Cendre lately. Maybe you'll find the suspects among them.
Among us.
Thank you. Where did you hear about all this?
The Chief Justice out on investigation, accompanied by the Traveler from afar. No matter how you conceal your whereabouts, there will be countless eyes watching you. You talked to Kiara, but didn't ask her to keep things secret. People curious to know asked around for information, then it was only a matter of time before word of the threatening letter spread all across Fontaine.
It does seem like news spreads really fast in Fontaine.
So that's what Charlotte meant.
Indeed. I did not expect that this could be kept hidden for too long, but the rumors still spread faster than I imagined.
You know, it could be because you attract more attention than you think. Anyway, any progress with the investigation?
The suspects who threatened Kiara might have to do with a certain smuggling case, but it is still uncertain if there is in fact another party behind all this. We are planning to return to the Palais Mermonia to revisit some details and identify the senders of that threatening letter.
All right, then I'll round up the Spina di Rosula and follow up on their progress. Wait for my word. Ta-ta!
Ta-ta!
Neuvillette, do you think there'll be any problems now that the word is out?
I have already considered that possibility, and I do not think that there will be any. As a matter of fact, once the word gets out, no one would dare to harm Kiara in broad daylight. What is more important is how the case is perceived by the public. 400 years ago, they chose to side with the old regime and direct their resentment towards the Melusines. I hope the same won't happen again. Let us head back to the Palais.
Strange. What are these people doing out on the streets so late at night? Did something happen? Let's take a look around.
Have you heard? Someone's plotting against a Melusine. This is 100% the truth. Even the Chief Justice is investigating in person.
What? That's it. Who's been threatening Melusines? Show yourself!
What a different vibe than it was hundreds of years ago.
Our enemies are lurking in the shadows and won't easily reveal themselves. But no amount of hiding will keep us from finding them.
That's exactly what I wanted to say. The guards have already begun to take action. We can't just stand by and watch.
Is this an Inazuman? Is this Inazuman garb?
Think about how much we owe them. Now that they're in danger, how can we just sit back and do nothing?
Everyone, please stay alert to your surroundings from now on. If you see any suspicious persons, report them to the guards immediately.
It feels like you've been following me this whole time. Did something happen?
We were informed that. Nope. We just finished our shifts and happened to be strolling by.
Have you had dinner yet? Why don't we check out the new items at the dessert shop together?
That's dinner.
This isn't a good time to be out and about. Come on, don't act tough. I bet you're hungry too.
All right, let's go buy a cake or something.
What did the sound engineer record to make that stomach rumbling noise?
You shouldn't ever skip meals, especially if you have another shift scheduled for later.
I heard even Neuvillette's keeping an eye on the situation. This is the perfect chance to get promoted. We gotta make sure we give it all we've got.
Seriously? Were you planning to shirk your duties if Neuvillette wasn't involved?
Relax, I was just playing. We've worked together for years now. If something happened to them, I'd be haunted by regret for the rest of my life.
That's more like it. We should stand guard until the criminal has been caught.
Come and fight me instead, you cowards!
Have you heard? Even the special patrol came to help.
Shh, look. Is it that Neuvillette? I think he's looking at us.
Looks like there's nothing to worry about.
This is almost a similar vibe as to when A traipsed around Inazuma City in the Shogun's body for the first time. Everyone's like, is that?
This is truly wonderful.
So, wanna go over and say hi?
No, I should stay where I am. My appearance could give rise to unnecessary commotion.
You're already here, I mean.
Let us stick to our plan and return to the Palais Mermonia. The faster we uncover the truth, the better.
All this reminds me of a rumor I've heard.
What rumor?
I've heard that the emblem on our hats didn't always look like this. A long time ago, melazines weren't a part of the design. The police emblem only included the scales symbolizing the law. The emblem was redesigned later on to commemorate a melazine's sacrifice.
Oh, wow.
That must have been a long time ago.
Strongly cooperate. Wow, what a beautifully designed crest, too.
No one can stay hidden on my watch.
I must keep the melazine safe.
I just can't sit back and watch.
I must keep the melazine.
Oh, she was also part of that conversation. They are less scared of him, though, yeah. Everyone in Inazuma was like, oh, oh, oh. Dog. Where are we going? Oh, back to... You guys want to ride the aqua bus back? I said this was kind of gonna be a long stream. No dog dialogue. Unplayable! Yeah, look, she's not a lot taller than melazines are. Immediately. Oh my gosh, I still haven't gotten that chest.
Melazines think that the rain is quite warm. At first, humans couldn't understand this. But after coexisting for a long time, we've become more understanding of one another. Now, some humans don't use umbrellas on rainy days, and there are melazines who try to avoid getting caught in the rain. Anyway, this open-decked aquabus is now departing.
Was that unique dialogue for this
If
quest?
it starts raining during our journey, please try to remain open-minded.
I don't think so, but that'd be cool if there was unique dialogue for this quest. If you do take the aquabus back.
In theory, clockwork mecha are very precise instruments, and the experts from the Institute frequently stress that they must be handled with care. But if there's a problem, just give them a good hard kick or two, and it'll often be super effective.
Where is there an Ock over here?
We have arrived at the final stop of this tour, the Court of Fontaine. If you're looking to get up to speed on the latest local news, I recommend a quick trip to the newsstand. All kinds of information ends up there. But don't hang around staring at other people too much, or you'll look like you're on the lam. The Special Security and Surveillance Patrol will be on your case in no time.
Oh, it was that thing opening. I thought I heard a clockwork mecha. See ya. Let's just teleport up to the statue. Fighting Mora is always super effective against steel. That checks out. What are you talking about? Me riding the aquabus? What does that mean? Is that a meme? Is that a meme? Crazy. Wow, you guys got some weird jokes. What? Where is he? Look for suspicious documents. It's probably the one about the smuggling case, the one we're supposed to reread.
The smuggling case was solved by the joint forces of the guards and the Maréchaussée Phantom. This is the one. The list of involved suspects should be... Ah, found it.
What does it say?
The principal offenders Domenico, Inica, Yuna, and others have been caught. They have been sent to the fortress of Meropide following trial. Those with close connections or mutual interests with the offenders but who did not participate in the case will not stand trial. Among them, surveillance of Essin has ceased on account of his good behavior. All other personnel remain on our watch list.
So many names. Is the one who sent that threatening letter to Kiara on the list?
Yes, there is something suspicious about Essin, to be precise. It seems like he's closely related to the core members of the smuggling case, and he moves around without much restriction.
Should we tell Neuvillette about this? Or should we tell Navi about this?
Monsieur Neuvillette, someone claiming to be from the Spina de Rasula just checked in with us. He said, and I quote, "We have located the suspect. They're chatting at the cafe." Huh? How did Navia find them so quickly? We've only just figured out the suspect's name.
I too am perplexed. The cafe isn't too far from here. We should head over and take a look.
Alright, I'll grab my sniper rifle. This must have been pre focus mode. Filmmaking notes, was it? Filmmaking notes. Wait. Filmmaking notes. It's Xavier is over there. This is the event? The event is blocking this? Okay, well, let's get him out of there. Let's talk to him and get him out of there. Our favorite NPC. Oh my gosh, Yenfei runs slow. Her little legs move so fast. But she... Just talk to him for 1 minute. Okay. Under normal okay. Bond of Life can stack to 200% of max health. Is that what that said? Is this too high for Yenfei to fall? Let's see. Oh, that was fine. Oh, we meet again, my what was my voice for this guy? My gallant adventurer friend. Hello, my gallant film producer friend. How have you been recently? How have you been? Oh, we're in sync. The mark of a friendship that has withstood the test of time, surely. But since I was a little faster, why don't we start with you? Same as always, working for the Adventurers Guild. Composed as always, I see. Were it anyone else, I'd call him out for pulling my leg. But with you, I know it's all true. As for me, things are the same as always. Wrap shooting for one film, and it's time to start prepping for the next. Recently, I've had this idea for an adventure plot. A group of people who start as strangers, but are forced to travel together after an accident to overcome a slew of trials and thrills. And Zorsha, I'm sorry I cannot pronounce your name, but thank you for the follow. Thank you, Zor, for the follow. Welcome aboard. I haven't decided what sort of thrills exactly, but things will go well enough for them to grow into heroes. As for the ending, it's also undecided. Maybe our heroes shall go their separate ways, or blaze the trial into the realm of sequels. I've got a few plot ideas besides that one. Frankly, I feel like I have a whole sea of them in my head that tips over every time I lie down at night, drowning me in inspiration. On one hand, I'm sleep deprived, but on the other, I'll never run out of great ideas for as long as I live. Sounds like everything is going smoothly. Well, not everything. There's always funding and sponsorships. Sometimes I'll run into generous sponsors with great taste or get opportunities like the Fontinalia Film Festival, but those big breaks are few and far between, so I've had to think of my own solutions. Need any help? Oh, thanks for concern. But no, I'm in no dire need of special assistance. I'd avoid resorting to a friend's kindness to achieve my dream as much as possible. All I need from a friend are their kind regards and to keep in touch. I'll figure out some way to solve my financial problems. For instance, I'm helping my sponsor shoot some commercials. It doesn't pay very much, but it's a good source of stable income. Commercials? Yes, ever since film became popular, many merchants and organizations have developed a taste for this new innovative marketing method. They'll go to someone with a plan and have them help shoot the film. Rather than focusing on narrative elements, the commercial tends to capture an audience's attention quickly, so they're faster paced, and we filmmakers need to be more creative with our methods. Oh, and the sponsors themselves are full of ideas. Not all of them good. Some give contradictory suggestions, while others are befuddlingly unreasonable. Don't let anyone hear a word of that, though. That sounds rough. That's rough, buddy. It's alright. There's a price to be paid for creating the stories I truly want to. It's like eating seafood. Can't get at the sweet meat within without cracking the shell, can you? He's making a crab reference. Don't worry about me. Also, if you thought my previous examples were absurd, you should have seen the sponsor who insisted that I have my thriller film protagonist, a tough, no-nonsense guy, show up in the film's opening chugging a carton of their baby milk. More commercials shot on the side means fewer product placements in my films. Put that way, the commercial is shooting like a... Oh. A sponsor, the sponsorship was for baby milk, not that a sponsor was insisting that the protagonist chug their own carton of... Never mind. Ah, yes. Now that I think about it, there's a little something that I could use your help with. Interested? What is it? Well, it's an old A. Stop. I don't know why. It's been an age and a half since we last worked together. We shot tons of good films then, and if memory serves, you've quite enjoyed the process as well. Want to try making a commercial together this time? They're quite different from films, but their charms are their own. I shot all the needed material beforehand, so you won't have to run around filming new scenes, waiting 7 actual IRL days in between interactions with me. All we need to do is add a little creative spice to the editing. So this is post-production and editing? Great! In that case, come find me when you have time. Don't worry about the final product. I just want to do something meaningful with an old friend. And if anything comes up with sponsors, I'll handle it. Besides, commercials are meant to be interesting. Let's just follow our muses and go with the flow. Who knows? Things might turn out better than we think. Following the synopsis, select appropriate assets for each shot, then compile them into a complete sequence and finish editing. I will read all of this later. Boop. All right. How was... Okay, that... Okay, wait, hang on. No, this. I was about to say, how was that in the way of... Tundra. That's Act 5. That's Act 5. Sorry. Man, that would have been a mistake. What you staring at, Navia?
Hey, Navia, we're here. Whoa. Check out all these people. Hey there, are you Navia's friends too?
These are the people who have had recent dealings at the Maréchaussée Phantom. They're usually hidden in the Fleuve Cendre, but I sent for someone to invite them over.
Invite them over?
Exactly. Now, I heard there's great coffee here, and so I asked them if they'd like to come and have some.
Yeah, it's our pleasure to be guests of the Spina di Rosula.
I've wanted to have a meetup like this for ages.
Something feels off. But, oh well. Let's get back to business. Is there anyone called Essan here?
Yes, that's me.
You're Essa?
Yes, monsieur, Neuvillette.
Did you write that threatening letter to Chiara?
I did, but I was just following orders.
Who are you working for? Orders from whom?
Domenico. He was my boss. I couldn't disobey his orders.
Domenico? Where is he now?
The fortress of Meropide.
Well, I'm afraid even the Spina would have trouble looking into that place. Looks like you'll have to make the trip yourselves. This was as much as I could do.
You've done more than enough. I am extremely grateful for your help.
Leave the formalities for later. You should find Domenico first. If he really is the one setting up the conspiracy, it'd be best if he's exposed as soon as possible.
Alright then, let's head to the fortress right now.
Tell me that... Okay, continue current quest. Just about to say. Okay. Story quests in New Light is what we're navigating to. Some... It was Dominic Toretto all this time. Okay, I am triple checking that. Okay.
It's Monsieur Neuvillette?
It is.
Am I seeing things?
You are. You're seeing Monsieur Neuvillette.
Welcome to the Fortress of Meropide, dear esteemed guests.
We're back! Oh, and a greeting from none other than the Duke himself. Guess we made a name for ourselves in this place.
This isn't anything new. I figured you had important matters to discuss when the two of you, not to mention the Chief Justice, showed up. Let's assume we've gone through the pleasantries and cut right to the chase.
Threatening letter.
I do remember a thing or two about Domenico. He once attempted to round up the other inmates and instigate a protest.
Who does this guy think he is? Paimon hopes nothing came of it.
He once attempted to, I said, meaning that it was over before it even started. And now he's threatening Melazines, is he? To be honest, Domenico doesn't seem like much of a conspirator. The fact that the three of you bothered to personally investigate raises a flag. Is there something else going on behind the scenes here?
He's got the same concerns we do.
I'm concerned about this incident because something similar has occurred in the past. I wish to meet Domenico in person and have my questions answered.
That's an easy one. Let me think. I think he's at...
Oh, did I hear someone say Melazine? Well, what happened?
Hello.
Sejuine!
A Melusine named Kirara received a threatening letter.
Yeah, and we're investigating. The person who threatened her seems to be imprisoned here. Really? Is Kiara gonna be okay?
There's no need to worry. Clorinde is protecting her as we speak.
Well, that's great. But if the criminal's still... Is there anything you can do about this?
Ah, head nurse. Do you require me to personally deal with the criminal?
Wriothesley.
Okay, I get it. I'll bring Domenico to you. That's your only demand, correct?
Think of it as more of a humble request. I'm here on my own accord, not to formally transfer a criminal for trial. I urge you to set aside any concerns. Thanks for the trouble. Consider me in your debt.
Whoa! If Paimon were the Duke, Paimon would take this chance to ask for something really important.
Like tea!
Well, were I still a criminal, I'd probably ask for a lighter sentence. But I'm sure Monsieur Neuvillette would reject that. But enough jokes. I'll look for Domenico and bring him to you. Make yourselves at home. Our dear head nurse has mentioned you quite a few times, so I'm sure she has a lot to say.
Please come with me to the infirmary. And watch your step. There's some pretty dark areas, so make sure you don't trip over anything.
Rest at the infirmary. Okay. Just making sure. I'm still tracking the same quest. Just making sure. Just making sure that I'm still tracking the same quest. Making sure.
To Neuvillette?
Now that I think about it, I can leave this place soon. Huh? I'm Oriel, a member of the Mutual Aid Network. Is there something you need?
Oh no, everyone's turning to water. Didn't know that. I don't know where I was going with that joke. Anyway.
Please rest here for a moment. Oh, and would anyone like anything to drink? Paimon's not that thirsty, but thanks anyway. Thirst is a warning sign that you're dehydrated, which means you have to drink up even before that. I'll bring you some tea. I'm sure you'll have a lot to talk about. Typical Sejuine. Concerned about everyone's health as always. Why aren't you two saying anything?
The criminals we passed by earlier.
You noticed them too. The badges they wore on their chests looked quite familiar.
Familiar? Paimon didn't even realize they were wearing them.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Were they wearing the badges from hundreds of years ago?
But if both of you say so, let's go ask them about it.
Paimon and I will go. You're not exactly a sight for sore eyes around here.
That's not a bad idea. I will stay here and wait for news from you.
Hang on, guys. Okay. Abducted by crabs. Okay. My wife came into my office and I thought she was coming to tell me something important, and then I realized she was here to tell me something important. So child's familiar is a whale, right? Did you know that whales can release fart bubbles big enough to fit a horse inside? Where are we going? Making sure this is still the one, tracking. Gordas.
Anything you need?
Badge you're wearing. Oh no, it's not the badge from before, but it is a.
This? Are you interested in joining the Mutual Aid Network?
What's that?
We have a very long history, going back as far as 400 years ago. We have never had many members throughout our history, nor do we have much of a reputation, but everyone treats each other like family. Helping each other is our purpose. At the same time, we seek to maintain just dealings as much as possible.
Sounds like a pretty neat organization.
All we want is to defend ourselves. None of us have ever committed serious crimes, and we're not especially powerful either. We're at a natural disadvantage here in the fortress, but people won't give us a hard time if we stick together.
Okay.
Interested in joining the Mutual Aid Network?
I'm interested in sitting in your chair.
If you'd like to learn more, here's our flyer.
Help out each other. Do all you can to further justice, not injustice, to further justice. Do not detest just judgment. The above are the three principles of the Mutual Aid Network. All are welcome to join, and membership is free. There are no compulsory group events. The Mutual Aid Network encourages members to do what they are able, including but not limited to cleaning, exercising, tutoring, and studying. It is hoped that all Mutual Aid Network members will, during the time of the Fortress of Mirapede, face up to the crimes they have committed, encourage each other, support each other, and welcome the future together.
Our slogan may have evolved over the centuries, but our goal has remained unchanged. Here, this book is for you. You're welcome to come and sign up anytime.
Hello. Don't look at me like that.
You two look kind of familiar.
The badge you're wearing.
It's the symbol of the Mutual Aid Network designed by our first president. From what I've heard, it's based on something called a Medal of Peace. I've never seen one of those medals for myself, though.
Medal of Peace.
The first president of our network was an amazing person. Powerful as he was, he never used his strength against anyone. He encouraged the weaker criminals to stick together and look out for each other. All of us have a lot of respect for him.
We should have gathered enough information. Let's head back and talk to Neuvillette.
I've learned much, Monsieur Neuvillette. Is this kind of... Mona squirming around as a puddle of water is kind of funny. It's kind of amusing. She's just like, I become one with the water.
Did you manage to gather any intel?
Mm-hmm. The people who wore the badges belong to an organization called the Mutual Aid Network. According to them, the badge's design was inspired by the Medal of Peace. Have you seen any of those before?
Who has he?
I personally crafted 2 of them myself. They were awarded to Carol and Vautrin. Carol's medal was destroyed in a fire. The only one that remains should belong to Vautrin.
Oh, so the network was inspired by... Monsieur Neuvillette, His Grace has requested your presence in his office. He's found Domenico.
All right. Let us talk to him first and get to the bottom of this situation.
What the? Oh. Mona's greatest enemy is small gaps and small, not gaps. I'm water.
Allow me to introduce this fine gentleman, Domenico. Why don't you explain everything to him?
Neuvillette?
Yeah, get scared, homie.
What do you want? What are you gonna do? Kill me?
Calm down. I merely want to ask you a few questions. Was it your idea to send that letter to a Melusine? Hassan has already confessed, so there really isn't any need to keep hiding.
That idiot! I can't believe I trusted him.
Let me ask this another way. It was your idea to send that letter, correct?
Yes.
Who is pulling your strings?
What? You're not trying to frame me for something I haven't done, are you?
Oh, ow. Ow. Why did my voice... I tried going, and, like, it felt like my throat just, like, popped, but that's not possible. Anyway, sorry.
It's best if you realize the gravity of your situation. The Chief Justice of Fontaine has been personally investigating your case. I assume your previous attempt to incite unrest at the Fortress of Meripede has something to do with this as well.
I admit I acted on impulse. I'll tell you the truth. But before that, you must ensure my safety.
I can do that.
You see, we're all reasonable people here.
I only intended to do some small business at first. Someone contacted me about delivering some goods and promised me a generous sum of more in return. After making a few trips, I was suddenly approached by the Marechaussee Phantom. They accused me of smuggling prohibited items, and I was put on trial. But I refused to accept any of that. The ignorant can be rightfully absolved from guilt, right? Well, I suspect that someone got me locked up here so they could get their hands on my goods.
And then you decided to take revenge on the Melusines? Over that?
Ignorance of the law is no excuse to break the law, my good sir.
My initial target was Neuvillette. Everyone in the Fortress of Meripede was declared guilty by him after all. So they must more or less hold a grudge against him, right? If I could get them to strike back. But for some reason, no one wanted to team up with me. That mutual aid network in particular. What did those nobodies even gain from trying to challenge me? Seriously. In the end, I had to redirect my focus onto Melusines to salvage things. I recall that Chiara was the one who confiscated my goods for inspection. So I asked one of the more approachable guards to send a letter, claiming that I meant to contact my family.
Okay, can we just break his legs?
But the letter was in fact addressed to Essa. I requested that he write a threat letter to Chiara and force it to resign from the Marechaussee Phantom.
Am I to assume that the claims you've made are your own thoughts? Have you been in contact with any suspicious people recently?
No.
Is it true that all members involved in the smuggling scandal have been caught?
Yes. And that's all I know.
Sigewinne, please take him back to the detention center. I'll deal with him later. So, Monsieur Neuvillette, you were concerned that there might be a shadowy faction looking to capitalize on the delicate situation with the Melusines to stir up greater chaos?
Yes. I experienced a similar incident in the past, so I had to be prepared for any possibility.
And how long ago was this incident?
More than 400 years.
You might be overthinking this. Time can change a lot of things. Everything's different now.
More things change, the more they stay the same, homie.
What do you mean?
400 years ago, you and the Melazines you brought to Fontaine were the outliers in society. But in the present day, if someone were to threaten the safety of the Melazines, people wouldn't just sit back and do nothing.
That's true.
I trust that they would make different choices from before.
That's right! We saw lots of people standing up for Melazines on our way back to the Palais Mermonia.
Monsieur Neuvillette, the Melazines are a species you introduced to Fontaine. How the public treats them is also reflective of their attitude towards you. When people refused to place their trust in Melazines, it was because they were still on the fence about you, their unfamiliar Chief Justice. For almost 500 years, you've conducted every trial with impartiality. You made the right judgment each time, regardless of whatever nonsense went on. People no longer have any reservations about you and even consider you a symbol of the law. Right now, your every decision will impact all of Fontaine. In other words, you've gradually transformed the whole nation.
Paimon gets it now. No wonder no one wanted to join forces with Domenico.
Tragedies like that won't ever happen again.
I am undeserving of such high compliments. From my perspective, I have simply been fulfilling my duties. It isn't anything special or worthy of praise. I'm simply fulfilling the promises I've made and searching for answers through my judgments.
You could say that he is fulfilling the contract.
It is unnecessary to hold me in such high regard. The complexity of human emotions and willpower far exceed those of mine. As a matter of fact, I believe that you are the ones who deserve my respect.
There's no need to be so modest. The current state of affairs says it all. You're no longer that outsider you were before. Even if you wished to investigate something on your own, many would take the initiative to lend you a hand.
I must say that you've made a fair point. Thank you for clearing my doubts. Now that the case has been settled, I should get going.
Huh? You're leaving?
And so soon, too? Why not stay for a cup of tea?
Rise. Oh my gosh.
Thank you for the offer, but I know how this place works all too well. While some are here to redeem themselves, there will inevitably be those who harbor resentment towards me.
I thought we were going to get through one scene with him without him bringing up tea.
The less time I spend here, the better. My presence could very well result in an unwanted disturbance.
In that case, I'll have to insist. I still have 2 more things to say.
Please, go ahead.
The first is about the guard who helped Domenico send that letter.
I know of what you speak. The guard was indeed deployed from the Palais Mermonia staff. However, as I mentioned earlier, I visited today on personal business. Therefore, I leave that matter in your hands.
Well, that makes things a lot easier.
You're not going to...
Hey now, don't let your imagination run wild. Those from up there have a tendency to sympathize with others. However, down here, such thoughts will put you at high risk. I'll have a chat with the guard and remind him to take precautions in the future.
I see no issues with that.
Great! That's one thing out of the way. What's the other thing you wanted to say?
The other thing was born from my own sense of curiosity. Now, I've heard that you investigated the mutual aid network. Is that right?
Yep. Neuvillette thought their badges looked familiar.
I noticed the small gang as well when I first took over the fortress of Meripede. They were not great in number, but every member always made sure to stand up for what was right. I've looked into their founder, Vautrin, who once stood trial and was sentenced to imprisonment in the fortress. According to existing documentation, Vautrin remained disciplined throughout his imprisonment. He had never once engaged in physical or verbal aggression.
A G.
In other words, how he presented himself in prison was very different from his behavior in court.
I mean, he accepted it. He didn't like it, but he accepted it, it seems like.
What?
Doesn't he hate Neuvillette?
During his trial, I could sense that his feelings were complicated. He appeared to be full of resentment, and I believe he had every right to feel that way.
He probably still was full of, like, that it didn't change his opinions or anything, but he wasn't gonna, he accepted that, all right, well, that's your decision, that's the Oratrice's decision, the end.
Perhaps he had been putting on an act.
An
Neuvillette and Vautrin had a close relationship as superior and subordinate. Vautrin must have known that the Chief Justice would make an impartial judgment. Thus, the more resentment he displayed, the clearer it would be to those present that you were upholding justice. And to those who had been sitting on the fence, Vautrin's act was a very meaningful one. That's all from me. Does anyone else have anything to say? Now's your chance.
I don't have anything to say. Apart from expressing my gratitude, that is. Well then, let us head back. No need to see us off.
He's like, but wait, T! Wait, I thought you were...
Please, take care.
What a G. Yeah, put out an act so people could... Why are we back out here? Oh. Put out an act so people could trust Neuvillette's judgment.
That trial is something I rarely bring up in conversation, but I have always felt deep regret for what happened to both Carol and Vautrin. The words he spoke in court often replay in my mind, as if urging me on to do something.
But Wriothesley said he never resented you, right? Isn't that a good thing?
I believe I now understand what he wanted to tell me. I feel conflicted about those words. How should I describe it? Surprise, relief, fear, and regret. But this blend of emotions has led me to finally understand some things. I would like to hear your thoughts, too. What do you think of me?
It's a loaded question.
Paimon agrees with everything Wriothesley said. As Chief Justice, every single one of your trials makes an impact on Fontaine. What do you think, Traveler? Hey, any comments?
What I really think is, every trial you've ever judged has left its impression on you. And that's what makes you who you are today.
As the Hydro Dragon Sovereign, Neuvillette still thinks of himself as an outsider due to his identity. But so much time has passed since then, perhaps the lines between him and humans have long since blurred.
That is indeed a reasonable assumption. As I said, I find it difficult to express my emotions because I cannot fully understand myself. But I trust your judgment. Since some time ago, I have begun to notice the changes that have occurred upon my person. These changes were not due to any specific occurrence, but emerged as a result of time itself. I will try to contemplate this further. Thank you both.
Cutscene.
Huh? It's raining! Oh no, Paimon forgot to bring an umbrella! Come on, let's hurry before it rains harder!
It's raining again? I've had enough of this weather.
There go my travel plans.
Did you read the news this morning? Quick, put away everything on the clothesline.
When is this rain going to stop?
Hydro Dragon, don't cry!
They're planning to reanimate the monster. We have to report this to the Chief Justice.
The Fortress of Maripede. It's a good place for me.
He owes me so many answers.
Neuvillette?
You could say he's the real symbol of Fontaine's justice.
Watch him closely. He could be trouble.
It's the first time we've seen all 4 of them together.
How can 2 completely different species possibly coexist?
Who's been threatening Melusines? Show yourself!
You will see much in the human world, from the delightful to the depressing. And one day, when you have dwelt among humanity long enough, you will be placed to bring judgment over all as a spokesperson for Fontaine's past.
Good morning, Monsieur Neuvillette! The rainy season's almost over! The skies are supposed to clear in a few days!
I hope you find time to enjoy the sunny days ahead.
Damn, that was...
Is the matter resolved?
This game's cutscenes really hit you. Really hit. These game's cutscenes are always a roundhouse kick to you.
Yep, we found the person who sent that threatening letter. Wriothesley said he'd keep a close eye on him, so the Melusines should be safe now.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Sorry for dragging you all into this.
Sorry for dragging you all into this.
There's no need to apologize.
Yeah, you didn't drag us in. We got involved of our own accord.
By the way, where's Kiara?
At the Palais Marmonia, more than 50 people offered to protect her. Some even hid within the bushes to look out for danger. I was worried that the excess of protection would make her feel uneasy, so I asked her to stay inside the Palais. It's very safe in there.
What a relief.
Well, now it looks like the dust has finally settled. To celebrate this joyous occasion, Monsieur Neuvillette, would you be interested in an exclusive interview?
That's not how you celebrate.
I will consider it.
Really?
That wasn't a no.
Of course. My schedule is full for the following weeks, but I should be available next month. Come up with questions during the intervening days, and I will answer them to the best of my ability.
Charlotte noises.
Yes! Thank you so much, monsieur!
Now, if you'll excuse me, I must head back to the Palais and issue a communique to publicize our investigation results. I hope it will assuage the concerns of all.
Oh, an exclusive interview! Am I dreaming? What should I ask him? Don't let anything hold you back. Make the most of this opportunity and ask away.
I agree. He'll decline any question he can't answer anyway, so you might as well give all of them a shot.
look at these 4. it really is Fontaine Yenfei, isn't it? They're almost the same height too. They have very similar hair. They both have the fun hat. Hat Squad, Fontaine Faye. Would you believe me if I told you that Navia's design is growing on me? Is there anything I could do to convince you of that? Aw, she's eepy. Yeah, like how small Yenfei is. She eepy. Eepy Kiara, or Kiara. It's a Zenless Zone Zero reference.
Kiara?
Monsieur Neuvillette? Sorry, I accidentally fell asleep.
It's quite all right. I'm here to tell you that we have caught the sender of that threatening letter. You're safe now.
Thank you, Monsieur. And thank you too, Traveler and Big Sis Paimon. Everyone's been so nice to me, so I've always felt really safe.
Do you remember Domenico? He was the sender of that letter.
Let me think. I can't remember. My memory isn't that good, so I easily forget things.
Good. It's not worth remembering.
By the way, I saw Carol in my dreams just now. Where's she gone, by the way? I haven't seen her in a long time.
That's right. Melusines live for a long time. Like, a lot of the Melusines that are alive right now are probably OGs that were from when he first brought them up to the surface, aren't they?
In my dream, she looked really happy. She held my hand and said, "Kiara, our dreams have finally come true." I can't remember what our dreams were anymore, and I don't know why. But I felt really happy too.
I can sense your joy. It is indeed a delightful moment.
Monsieur Neuvillette, are you happy too? Oh, I almost forgot. Am I allowed to go out now? I promised to model for Alof.
Of course. Off you go.
The electro-hypostasis? Aleph?
See you next time, Monsieur, Traveler, and Big Sis Paimon.
See you next time.
Hey! They really pulled out the big guns for these later quests, didn't they? Obtained the reply note. Away for personal reasons. We'll be back in a day. Personal reasons? Oh me, oh me, oh my. Has our Chief Justice finally come to his senses? If I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. You should follow my example and go out more often. You need to get to know your people better. Even if something unfortunate happens, you'll still run into lots of unique characters along the way. What do you think? The human world isn't too bad now, is it?
I really can't fathom what goes on in her head sometimes.
You know what? I won't put a pillar on your desk. No, I won't. But I will put it in your doorway. Okay. GG. He's talking about Yenfei. Okay. How shall we end? What shall we do? What pity are we at right now? I wonder. I can't remember. 75. That was the gears in my brain turning. That's what that noise was. Let's assemble. Let's assemble the climbing team.
It's as good as done.
It's as good as done. And you're as good as dead. What am I doing?
Want me to come along?
Let's hit the town.
I have 70 primos from the event? Oh, there are 70 primos to obtain from the event.
Are you running away?
Honestly, I'm not a big fan of
What? You're not a big fan of what? Boom ba dum ba dum boom 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 ba dum ba dum boom 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 boom. Shibba da ba da shibba da ba da. Doom ba da dum ba dum ba da dum 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 ba da dum da dum.
10 points for agility.
Who has their Kaniche?
Rise!
Rise, Lee. Oh.
Crumble!
Have them on your US account. Yuri has Nightwalker. Beans on US account. Only 5-star Lair has is Mavuika. Miss Biker Babe.
Are you running away?
Rise!
Ooh!
Quake!
No.
Crumble!
Wait.
You really are a one-trick pony, you know.
He's even C6. Oh, or C1. I mean, he's even C1.
Time to go.
Rise!
I got his signature by accident? Huh.
Quake!
No, 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 no. Whatever is on him right now looks good on him. Is this even a good weapon for him though? Because we got this with the release of 5.0, I'm pretty sure. Similar to I got footprint of the rainbow on Kachina. And not only does that look good on her, but it's a defense substat as well. Oh, it's his best free. Oh, okay. All right. That will probably stay on him. That will probably stay on him then. I got Charlotte Khan. And what else did I get? Oh, right. Mika Khan. For anyone who missed it on one of our prior streams, there are characters that I've thrown in the trash bin for for various different reasons. Characters I never play and characters I really don't ever have any plans of leveling up. So this is a punishment team. And look at the team comp as well. I got him to 40 just so I could get the wish from it. Like I got him to phase 2 and then I leveled him up to 40 anyway. So I got him to phase 2 just so I could grab the blue wish from it. And then I was like, I'll take him to 40. I don't know why I decided to take him to 40, but
Ozman.
Ozman.
Stay close and you will live.
There are still so many places for us to explore.
Final seats for you. Final seats for you, Farina. Last one of the Last slot in the team. Last slot in the team, Farina. On this single poll. Yeah. Bruh. All right. We have some time to decide on. It seems like Serpent Spine's probably gonna be the best one. I might hold off, and see how our Farina polls go. But these are all crit rate weapons. So yeah, for people who missed at the beginning of the stream, my account now is no longer free to play on my side either. So I hadn't spent a penny on this game up until Battle Pass today. We've been welcomed in like episode 10, but just for the materials alone, I mean, you get a crap ton of Mora, a crap ton of these, a crap ton of books. So, anyways, it's a dolphin account. Wait, can she even? Oh, never mind. I thought she could even pull out that idle animation while she was sitting down, but that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Mora right now we're at 2.2 million. 2.4 million. We're at 3 hours and 20 minutes. I think we probably call it here, actually. Yeah. Yeah, I think we call it here. Next stream, we'll watch some. I think we're probably. I went way too far. Okay, there we go. I think we probably will do demos and stuff, demos and trailers, because we're kind of out of date on demos and trailers, aren't we? We've done a lot. In the interim, we haven't watched a whole lot of demos, trailers, that sort of thing, since completing a bunch of quests and stuff. So, event recaps. The Dragonspine events, people said, are definitely worth watching recaps for as well. If anyone has some really good videos that recap the events in a concise way that isn't going to take an hour to watch the video, but hits all of the high points, please put those in probably the YouTube recommendations. There is a thread for YouTube recommendations and video recommendations on the Discord, which is a good time to plug the Discord, which is in the description if you're watching the YouTube, if you're watching the re-upload, or it's in the about of my tabs on Twitch here, if you're watching live. So, yeah, event recaps. Isn't Windbloom also worth a watch as well? Because we might have, in between Act 4 and 5, I think we're gonna take a little bit of a break on Archon Quest, and I'm thinking we may even, because you guys said there might only be like one really long stream or 2 streams left for the Paris quest. Maybe we finish that out, because that was what was always recommended for me to do before even starting the Liyue Archon quest, the Fontaine Archon quest. So maybe we finish up the Paris quest, or make some more progress in the Paris quest, and then Act 5, we're gonna knock that out in one stream. I'll keep you up to date on when that will happen, but yeah. Things to look forward to. Working on novels and stuff as well. Working on other videos that are being edited. IRL vlogs, more video game videos, and gaming episodes of gaming videos and stuff like that. So that will do it for today. Whoever that whale is, thank you so much, bro. Like, just make sure you're spending money on yourself. Make sure you're, please. I don't want to feel guilty about this. I just feel like it's so kind. It's so selfless. Whenever you guys subscribe or gift crystals or anything like that, I'm just like, I don't deserve this. So thank you. Appreciate you all for stopping by. Let's get to some nuts to round this one out, and I will see all of you next time. Keep up to date on the Discord. I'll try to be as active there as I can, and working on some more stuff for you guys, including novels and stuff like that, fanfics, videos, art, animatics, animations. So, see you next time. Thanks a lot. Love you lots. Hydrate. Drink water. Bye-bye.